You are doing well while we are waiting on folks to join. I hope you had a good start to the week, by the way. While we're waiting on folks to join, Cooped Up is my website. You can visit that anytime. Let me put my phone to Do Not Disturb. It has been going off like crazy today. Wherever you watch or listen to this, be sure that you follow me. Oh, I'm getting it wrong. My handle in all the social places is I'm Cooped Up. I love a follow on Instagram in particular. And wherever you watch or listen to this, be sure you click the bell so that you always get notified whenever I come live, post new content, all that fun stuff. So, how's everyone doing? Hope you had a good weekend. It is still hot here in Dallas, but I have a special treat for y'all. Late last week, I may have talked about this a little bit on Friday, but late last week, I decided that I was just going to get my Halloween costume out of the way. I always wait till the last minute, end up having to pull something together from a lot of bullshit if we're being honest. And so I actually already have my entire Halloween costume. The rest of it arrived today, and I'm very excited about it. There's only one little thing that I may add later, and actually I may poll the audience. I may see if y'all think it is worth it or what I should do instead. But y'all want to see it? You want me to get to actually, yeah, we'll go to that first. I have decided that I am going to be a German for Halloween. I'm going to be a German. I ordered some lederhosen. Look at these guys. Yes. I should have just worn this for the show today. I'm going to have to figure out how to put this on. But look, I got the little, I don't know what they call this part, the dirndl part. I think dirndl is the dress, the lederhosen. Oh, let me get that off the screen. Sorry about that. That little part right there. This is all made out of sheep leather. I think that's what it is. Is that a thing? Sheep leather? Sheep leather. I told Todd, he goes, cheap leather? I was like, no, sheep leather. So I'm going to wear just a white dress shirt under this, kind of like a Oxford kind of shirt. I've got that. Oh, it smells so good. And by the way, this is from Chubby's. You know the people that make the silly shorts and all of that? This is actually part of their silly collection. They do a special once a year. But I decided I was going to use it to be part of my Halloween costume. Look at those. They look huge because I am huge from that portion down. So with that and isn't that crazy? And they even have in the back the like lace-up thing. So I'm not going to lie. I actually did not. Hey, Mama. Good to see you. I actually did not order this originally to be a Halloween costume. I ordered this because I saw that Chubby's had them again this year. They always sell out, and I've always thought it would be a hilarious thing to own is a pair of lederhosen. I don't know why, but that obviously other people feel the same way because they make the special collection, and it's like $95 for this whole setup. But ausgeschnittet, yes, it's and it's funny. Even this, I don't know if this is super authentic or not because. I lived in Germany for a year. I married into a German family. I don't think I've ever worn lederhosen. I've seen people in them, but it has even a little pocket right there. Is that for your key so that you can just put it right there? But yeah, maybe I'll wear this for the rest of the episode. How about that? So that you can kind of see. Isn't that insane? Yeah. So I've got those, and then I got the T-roller hat. So the T-roller hat came from, what is it? One-stop shop for premium European heritage gifts. Europe brought to your doorstep. I don't know what the store's name was. I bought it on Amazon. But this is a Bavarian hat that I bought to wear with it. It's a little big, but I'll do it. I'll have to do my hair so it can, because I'm totally wearing it. I don't wear it with my hair covered up. I got that and that. So here's the thing. Oh, and then I have the socks. I have the knee-high socks. And Germans are so precise with these, by the way. These come in shoe sizes. So look, the knee-high socks, that's a lot of sock. And it's got like a stripe at the top. They're technically hunting. Oh, that's in German. It sure is in German. And it's in a German print that I can't read. And I don't have my readers up here with me. But yeah, little socks to wear. And then I have some like kind of ankle boots that I'm going to wear with it. Brown ankle boots. Isn't that funny? Yeah, that is what I'm going to do. Excellent in Deutsch. I know I should remember what that is, Scott. Because I speak German. I just am so out of practice. Thank you, Michelle. I am so silly. So yes, so here I am in my German thing. So I have a question for you though. So I was gonna do this, and I was either gonna. So there are two directions that I may go with props on this. So I'm either going to wear this. There's three directions I'm going to go. I'm going to wear this and not have a prop at all. There's that. I mean, it is kind of a lot already going on. Or I can have a beer stein that I carry around, and I have them with like fake beer in them so that it looks like it's full of beer. Just something to carry around though. And we dress up for work, by the way. So I'll be wearing this to my office for lunch, for social media, all of that. And then for if the kids decide, I don't know if we're going trick or treat or not. The kids can't decide if they like to or not. But I try to force a family costume. I have lost the last 2 years with it. I think this year might be the year I try to make a go at it again. I can get Clara Durndal. We can be the kids from The Sound of Music, maybe. But then the third option for props, that's a good idea. Giant stuffed pretzel. I like that idea. And I actually have a German nutcracker, like a Lederhosen guy nutcracker, and he has a pretzel in one hand, sausages hanging around his wrist, and a beer stein in the other. That's an idea. My other idea, and this may be too like inside baseball, but I was thinking of getting a pickaxe and being the guy from what's the game on The Price is Right? I probably should know the name of the game. The game on The Price is Right, where the yole, 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 whatever it is, where you try to guess the prices and you don't fall off at it's everyone's. That and Plinko are like the two favorite games of all on Price is Right. I just can't think of the name, but this is really good quality. I mean, it's all leather. It smells good. I might just sit here and smell it while I'm talking, y'all. I love the way. Maybe that's a fetish. Cliffhanger, Monica. That's what it's called. So yes. This is so ridiculous. I'm laughing at myself today. So yeah. So that is this is the earliest I've ever gotten my Halloween costume. So I'm very excited about that. And then what else? Well, and I think part of it is my Christmas lights may be delayed this year. I'm upset about that. I don't know what the timing is going to be because we're getting a new roof. And our new roof, we ordered all of the materials today. It is a faux cedar shakes, I guess. I don't know. It looks like cedar planks kind of thing as a roof, which is what our house originally had. And then it became an asphalt roof because Texas doesn't insure the cedar anymore. But we're going to a faux version of that, which is going to look so good with copper gutters, copper colored gutters. Let me rephrase it. For all you meth heads listening who think you're going to steal my shit, it's going to be copper colored gutters, not actual copper. And then the trim and all of that stuff. But with that, so Todd's sister Nina is having her Dallas baby shower here on October 23rd, I think it is. And normally my Christmas lights go up that last week of October and then get turned on the first week of November. But we don't want the house to be in disarray, the roofing wise, for her shower. So it may wait until after that, which is going to jack up my Christmas light putting up. I can still put up the reindeer and all of that, but they usually come out and do that at the same time. So I'm like, Todd, what are we doing? Can't we wait till after the new year to set up or to put a new roof on the house? It's Christmas, goddammit. But so I was like, okay, so I'm going to get one holiday out of the way then. And Halloween it was. But like I said, I didn't originally buy this. I bought this originally on a whim. I might have had a little to drink. So I am mostly sober these days, just trying to get it under control on weeknights or school nights, meaning Sunday through Thursday nights. If there is a work or school the next day, or work and school, I guess, the next day, I am not drinking. So I did not drink last night, but I drank Friday and Saturday night. I can't remember what night I ordered this. It may have been one of those nights, though. I know it wasn't Saturday night. No, I already told you all about it on Friday. So this must have been a sober purchase. Wow. So, Aaron, are you okay? You missed the first part of the show, Eric or Aaron. This is my Halloween costume. So I'm showing and telling. And it's from Chubby's. Look at that. I hate the name of that company, but they have cute shorts. It's their special, and there's like $95. I think everyone should own some. Oh, it has good pockets. Like 2 sets of pockets. What? Oh, no. Oh, yeah. I don't know what that is. What are you putting there? We will see. But anyway, so yes, this is that. And then so Monica says for Thanksgiving, they will have their tree up. Awesome. I'm happy. Next Halloween, you could be Pinocchio. And after that, you could be Peter Pan. I put this hat on earlier, and Claire goes, you look more like Peter Pan. Seriously. I think you're on to something. I'm going to be Pinocchio the next year. And then I don't have to buy a new anything. So we are having all of our windows redone today. Awesome, Suzanne. That's great. Crazy over here with our floor-to-ceiling windows. We need to do that on our house too. But the problem is with our historic single-pane windows, it's hard. Anyway, so last week, so the other thing, so let's change subjects here. Different costume. How about that? Last week, I was telling you about that I'm not sentimental on clothes, that we clear out closets. We did that this weekend. Claire has like almost nothing left in her closet. Mason has almost nothing left in his. We went shopping a little bit for both and got some clothes for both. It's really hard shopping for a teenager because it's to the point now where you can't give them any guidance, because if you like it, they immediately are not going to like it. And if you dislike it, they immediately are going to like it. So it's better to just zip it and get the credit card out. I learned that lesson the hard way this weekend. So she has a little bit of spare clothes. They have uniforms, and that's kind of what they wear all the time. But, all of Aaron's Hoochie Daddy shorts are Chubby's. I love them. I know, they're so good. Go to Chubby's, y'all. And they're fun. They have such a good sense of humor. I love their social media ads. But I was telling you that I go through my closet and I don't save anything. If I don't wear it anymore, I don't save it. If I don't fit anymore, I don't save it. Because if I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to buy new clothes. I don't want to wear old. I don't want my goal to lose weight to be able to fit into a bunch of old ass clothes. So that said, I do have one piece of clothing that is, I don't know why it warms my heart, but it is a shirt that was in my old clubbin days, like in the early 90s, or in the early, I guess the late 90s rather. So mid to late 90s. I don't know when this shirt came to be. I think it's pre-Todd. I'm pretty sure it's pre-Todd. But I bought a t-shirt from Old Navy. So I think this is either a small or an extra small. Let's see what the size is. It's an extra small, y'all. I bounce between large and extra large these days. But so I went to Old Navy. So I've kept this shirt. The shirt's probably, well, let's see, 25 years old, maybe older than that. Because I've been out of college for 25 years. Because my 25-year reunion is this year. So maybe 25. Let's just round 25. This shirt is celebrating its 25th anniversary. I went to Old Navy. It's not that remarkable, but can you imagine me in this? I went to Old Navy and got this shirt, again, an extra small. This shirt probably cost like $10 maybe at Old Navy. And then I put my blood, sweat, and tears. I bought a bedazzler. If you ever heard, it's an old school one too. The new ones, I have one of the newer ones. The new ones just glue on. These old ones, it's where they have the brackets in the back, and then they kind of, it's like a stapler and you smush it in. So I bejeweled all of New York. I cut the sleeves off myself. I cut them in a way, I wouldn't even know how to do this now, but I cut them in a way so they rolled in a little bit instead of being ragged. How did I do that? I mean, that's a really good, it's as if there was no, it's almost like I popped the seams, but I certainly didn't do that. But I don't see any cuts. Huh. I'm really impressed with my handiwork. I loved wearing this shirt out. I was just all like, I don't even think it covers like half my body anymore. Yeah, look, so if I put that, there's like a whole other body on. Oh, I forgot that you have to pull the wrong other way. It's reverse on screen. So yeah, I've got all this body left over on this side. But yeah, so this was the shirt. And by the way, you remember last week, if you were watching, I asked Claire to go get it for me. She comes back. I told her where it was. I said it was on the top rack of my closet at the end. It actually is kind of hooked in, so it holds everything else back from falling off the end of the rail, by the windows, all of that. So if I open my closet window, this is actually shown into the backyard. Because my walk-in closet has windows it used to be a sunroom, and we turned it into half of it into a walk-in closet. But I'll put this here while I'm talking, just so you can admire my hand. I mean, can you imagine me? Oh, and it's lost. It looks like one right there. But just me glimmering and glistening and all my lankiness, because I've been this tall since I was 15, maybe 14, dancing and dancing, the light catching. Isn't that hilarious? But anyway, so it was on the top. I told her, and then she came back and said, I don't find it. And I told her exactly where it was, and she went back to go find it. And then comes back, nope, I don't see it. So Todd gets home, and I hadn't gone back in there to look for it. Todd gets home, and he's like, what the fuck happened in this closet? And I hadn't been in there. So she, for whatever reason, an entire basket of clean folded clothes got undone and just all over the floor. It looked like we had been robbed in the closet. Guess where the shirt was? Hanging exactly where I said it was going to be. Top rack at the end, facing the window. The last shirt on the rod. No, you must have planted it. I've got a little Donald Trump in the house. You must have planted it. It couldn't have been there naturally. I didn't put it. It was not there when I looked. So, mine and Doug's biggest regret, Suzanne is saying, was not dressing up when we went to Oktoberfest in Germany. You look so cute. I am really, really excited about this. Although I will say I'm already feeling this is hot. Like where it is sitting on my chest right now. And this light is LED, so it doesn't put off that much heat. This is hot, so it better be a little chilly on Halloween because I'll be wearing a white shirt underneath it. Maybe I do need to. Do Germans wear a scarf with their lederhosen or a little bandana? I might need to think about that too. So, this is just making me laugh. Are you okay? Are you okay? What else was there? Oh, and I bought, look at this. It's from Starbucks. So if you're in Dallas, in Oak Lawn specifically, the Tom Thumb on Oak Lawn, by like World Market and all that, they have a Starbucks inside it. They had all of their mugs, all of their fancy mugs. This was $9. They're normally like $21. $9. Okay, so I feel super fancy today in my lederhosen and my scarf. Drinking lukewarm water from Dorothy. This is like Wizard of Oz. I actually should make a cricket sticker of like the Wizard of Oz, some ruby slippers or something. Yes. What else? What else is there to talk about today? I've gotten back into walking. I walked almost 6 miles this weekend. Yes, you heard that right. I walked more than 2 miles this morning alone. My Apple Watch is kind of like, bitch, who this? And I have to put on my like rubberized watch band so that this one doesn't get all wet from the sweat because it is still really warm in the morning. But yeah, pumpkin spice lattes are almost here. I don't know who it is, Facebook user, but you are correct. I don't know why it's saying Facebook user. But yeah, pumpkin spice latte. You know what's so funny? I think I'm the only person on the planet who does not have a strong opinion about pumpkin spice. Doesn't do much for me at all. Also, I have not had caffeine in 2 weeks either. So I did the most miraculous thing ever because my blood pressure was getting a little too crazy. And I can't get into the doctor until October. And so I'm like, okay, I need to cut down. So I read about you got to exercise, lose some weight. I already hate those first two. No drinking or reduce your alcoholic intake and reduce your caffeine. And also, by the way, my rheumatologist tells me I should do that too because caffeine does not help my condition. Let's just put it that way. Nor does alcohol. So I gave up both alcohol and caffeine. Caffeine completely. I was a stark raving bitch for about 3 days. Caffeine withdrawal. I actually ended up reading about it. I was like, is this normal? Is this normal? Am I normal? And we all know the answer to that. But I looked it up, and it says that caffeine withdrawal is actually it's quick, but it is worse than like heroin withdrawal. It is worse than like meth, like hardcore drug withdrawal. Caffeine withdrawal is actually feels to your body worse than that. Oh, this is hot. Let's make some of my hair up too. I have a hair appointment tomorrow. My hairdresser's been out of town, and so I've gone 5 weeks without a haircut. I need some color. But I wear this to the doctor. They're gonna be like, we need to give you a psychiatric evaluation, please. Who do you think you are? Thoughts on intermittent fasting. I'm reading about it now, considering it. Carrie swears by it. I am not disciplined enough for that. My issue is, so I got over the hump on the caffeine because I was drinking unsweetened iced tea. I'd started about 11 in the morning, and that is, I'd have like 4 of these of that, like between that and 5 o'clock. Caffeine does not affect me in the way that it doesn't hurt me sleeping or anything like that. It's still not good to have that much caffeine. And by 4, I mean probably 6 actually of those. Like I was just constantly drinking tea, unsweetened tea. And so that was hard at first. I'm not a big soda person. I haven't been a big soda person in many, many years. Occasionally I want some, but Monica's doctor says it takes a full year to kick caffeine and sugar. Yeah. So here's the thing. You know how I've said a million times that I have no sweet tooth? Suddenly I'm like, do we have any candy in this motherfucking house? I need some. So I actually may have had some caffeine though, because we keep dark chocolate in the house, and I've been a little snitching little bites of dark chocolate, which certainly has caffeine in it. So I may be lying that I have gotten off of caffeine. I am no longer consuming caffeine in liquid form. I've never been a coffee person. It's just iced tea. That's the thing. Before that, it was Dr. Pepper's a million years ago, but those were starting to burn my stomach out, and they're just empty calories. But then I get a little snacky. So, and then with the exercising on top of it, and now I'm doing like 10 push-ups a day also. Someone give me a Ironman medal, please. I walked 2 miles today and did 10 push-ups. I deserve fitness. I should be the fitness ambassador to the United States all of a sudden. I don't count chocolate as caffeine. Yeah, I don't. I'm going with you on that. I do not. And dark chocolate supposedly has health benefits, so I'm going with that too. Milk chocolate is garbage, though. Milk chocolate has no value. It's not even really chocolate. Did you know that milk chocolate is just oil with chocolate flavoring? It's like taking like chocolate milk mix and putting it in oil and letting it coagulate and get hard. That is what milk chocolate is. It's garbage. Dark chocolate is the good stuff. So, but I've been like, ooh, I need some sugar. Ooh. And my body is with the wine too. Getting off wine in the evenings, my body's like, you need some calories, boy. I've been drinking kombucha mixed with LaCroix with a squeeze of lime. And last week, my team and I went to miniature golf. That's why I missed last Tuesday. I don't know what day I missed. But we went, and I was a good boy. We went to a place that it was an indoor miniature golf place with a bar called Another Round. And I had club soda with cranberry and a squeeze of lime. And I was fine with that. It actually suited me very well. I enjoyed it very much. Michelle, I agree. Pumpkin anything tastes like dirty socks. Here's the thing that shocks me the most about pumpkins stuff. And Carrie swears by this. I've seen so many people raving about it. Trader Joe's has a pumpkin macaroni and cheese. That sounds terrible to me. I was at Aldi the other day, and they had it's not pumpkin. What's the other gourd that everyone loves? It's butternut squash. They had butternut squash macaroni and cheese. And I'm like, nothing about that sounds good to me. So, no more wine here either, Aaron is saying. Losing weight, drinking tequila. Yeah, I've thought about spiking mine with a little vodka, but then I'm actually needing to get rid of the alcohol. It's reducing alcohol intake. So I've gone from 7 days a week of going hard to 2, 3. So like this weekend, I have Friday off. So I'll probably have some wine on Thursday night. I'll have it Friday night and Saturday night. So at that point, half the week. But also, I have been buying different quantities. Oh, y'all, I need to tell you about this. I normally just buy house hooch. Like we buy the Woodbridge in the big bottle, or the Boda box and the Sauvignon Blanc Boda box, or the uh, lightly oaked Woodbridge Chardonnay. Those are our two house hooches. I also like the Les Eperies French white, but you can only get it in certain places, and it's not worth it to look for it sometimes. And so we'll buy like the double bottle. Well, I got to the point where Daddy Koopa could down one of those all by himself on a Friday night and not even realize it, not even feel hungover the next day. It affects my sleep some, but I was like, okay, we need dial it back. So I've been trying to do the quantity stuff, or reduce my quantity, because I'm one of those, I can't have a glass of wine or even two, because one is fine. Two, there's no harm in a second one. But by the time you get done with the second one, you're like, well, this shit's got a job to do. And you just go to the 3 and the 4 and the 5 and the 6 after that. So I have done two things. I have started buying the 7-Eleven. You know it's good if you no, my 7-Eleven is really fancy. We have the global prototype 7-Eleven by my house, because the original 7-Eleven was here in our neighborhood. But they have a wine section, like a really nice wine section. But I go in and I don't buy the really nice wines. I buy the little, they look like, like the chocolate milk that comes in a box, like a little bit bigger than that with a twist off top. The Woodbridge in that, and I'll buy one for each night. And it's equivalent to I think it's equivalent to 3.5 glasses. So almost a bottle, but not quite. So I've been doing that. That has helped some. And then the other thing I tried this weekend is when we went to 7-Eleven, or I'm not 7-Eleven, Tom Thumb, and I got this. We went to Cava, which is next to it, which I love. If you've not been to Cava, it's so good. CAVA. But I bought the Martha Stewart one. Is it 18 crimes, 19 crimes? I think it's 18 crimes. But there's a Martha Stewart. It's called Martha's Chard. And it's a Chardonnay. It was so good. It was not buttery at all, because I hate buttery. I hate butteries. Like gross. Chardonnay needs to be light, bright, not sweet at all, not super strong. I think most people think that Chardonnays are supposed to be really strong. Good Chardonnays don't need to be. I loved it. It was so good. I had that Saturday night. So, and it was not cheap. It was $20, but I was like, I'm worth it. And here's the other thing. If you drink better wine, it hurts less the next day. This thing's got a lot of little things falling off of it. I'm going to need to get my scissors out and trim the little stray strings. Monica has been trying to fast, eating from 1 to 8. Yeah, I think Carrie I think she starts eating at 11 and she stops at 6 or something like that. I've heard certain things that you don't eat past 6 o'clock. I don't know how people who have jobs do that, or at least jobs where you work there. So, but anyway, so if you like Chardonnay and you love Martha Stewart like I do. Oh, Mason goes, is Martha Stewart black? I laughed so hard. I was like, she is like the exact, aside from her best friend being Snoop Dogg, I was like, she is the exact opposite of black. No, she's not. And then I showed her a video and he was like, oh no, she's not. Then funny enough, Mason had a Snoopy shirt on and he goes, is this Snoop Dogg? And I was like, no, that's Snoopy. That's not Snoop Dogg. My children, I need to teach them some culture. That's what I need to do. Alrighty, well, I have made my time, y'all. Do you have anything you need me to hit before I go? My jam at Starbucks is a grande non-fat chai tea latte. When they had the Oprah chai, I like that even better. It was lower sugar. They stopped carrying that. They have the regular chai now, but it's got caffeine, so I'm off of it. Just water or kombucha and water. That's what I'm drinking these days. And this is so pretty. And even the straw. Look at the straw has it's It's an Emerald City. So, alrighty. Well, with that, I'm gonna say bye. I love you. Auf Wiedersehen. Ich liebe dich. How do I say? It's important to know that you love. I love you. Now I can't remember my tagline. I need to do my hat sideways. I love you. It's important to know you were loved. Es muy importante, as the Spanish folks say. And I will see you tomorrow, I hope, at 4:30 for another episode of Cooped Up Live. Should I say, Yolehihu. Auf Wiedersehen. Ich liebe dich. Bye.